God's message of love to you from the other women in the Bible.
Hi, and welcome back to another The Other Women of the Bible episode. Okay, where are we at today? This is talking about a young lady named Zipporah. You may or may not be familiar with her already, but if you're not, Zipporah was Moses' wife. Now, Moses, after he had killed the Egyptian, he went off into the desert and he came across a band or a group of Midianites. They're from the place called Midian. And Jethro, who was the leader of this band of people, the Midianites, had a daughter, and she was Zipporah. Not a lot is really said about Zipporah in the Bible. She comes up occasionally, but she plays a very, very, very critical role, just like a lot of women today, especially if you are married to someone who is in ministry, if your spouse is in ministry. Sometimes the role that you play in the background is phenomenal. Okay, so let's see what happened here. All right, like I said, Moses had taken Zipporah as a wife. Now, they had sons. Moses had two sons. But his oldest son, for whatever reason, Moses had not circumcised his firstborn son. And that really displeased God. And this is why I kind of speculate on that. Because God has told Moses now to go back to Egypt and let Pharaoh know that you need to let my people go, who's God's firstborn, Israel, his firstborn people. So now Moses is going to take this message back, but he hasn't been obedient himself to do the traditions that God had told him to do, that you should, have already circumcised your son. So along the way back, God was so upset with Moses that he was going to kill Moses. And many times I don't think people realize that, God was to the point that he said, you know what, since Moses, you've displeased me, you've been disobedient, and he was going to kill them. And this is what Zipporah, his wife, stepped in. She grabbed a flint stone, a sharp stone, and she circumcised the boy herself. Yes, here is a woman from a tribe of people who were not Jewish, who were not from the nation of Israel. So circumcision to her probably didn't mean a lot, because it just probably seemed like some type of gruesome custom that now I got to cut the foreskin from around my son's penis. And she took that foreskin and she threw it at Moses' feet and called him a bridegroom of blood. Now, there's a lot of speculation on what that means. I mean, you read a lot of commentaries and you can only speculate on that. But regardless of what it meant, the thing that we do know is that it was her faithfulness to God, to the God of her husband, and her faithful action kept God from destroying or killing Moses. Pretty powerful event, isn't it? Because many times it takes a faithful wife to stand in the gap for a husband who may either intentionally or unintentionally do not follow the commandments of God. And many times, like I say, if your spouse is in ministry, your role is paramount. That many times you're there to help show them, hey, no, this is not what God says. And sometimes it's easy, if you're in ministry, to get puffed up and not want to listen to that spouse. But ladies, if you listen to this, always stand firm on the word of God. Be the Zipporah in your husband's life. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the church.
Hear God's message of love.